Hello everybody, it's me, Kenobi, and I'm flying solo today, and I'm going to tell you why while I'm playing the stage Freaking Flipper. Okay, so, here's the dealio. I use Fraps as a recording program, and you know what? I don't like it anymore. Basically, when I record a video with Fraps, here's what happens. I play for about 2 minutes while I'm playing, while I'm recording with my family and friends, and the file comes out to be 4 gigs. The file then splits to create a new file while I'm still playing the game, which explains anytime, most of the time, I get frame rate lag. And it splits, it creates another video file that ends up filling to about 40 gigs as well. And you know what? That doesn't quite work out anymore. So what ends up happening is I get these massive files. I get maybe about every episode is honestly about between 24 and 36 plus gigs big for each episode I have to render. And that's not so great. This is what's causing a lot of the problems and why I'm not able to upload as fast as I can. And also doesn't really explain why the last video, this episode right now, taken about 3 weeks to put out. That's totally my fault. I've been lazy and frustrated with Fraps and with Sony Vegas of why it's being so difficult to work. Anyways, beyond that, I'm going to explain a little bit of the problems that I've been having with my video that maybe clear up a lot of confusion and why I'm having such bad quality for some of my videos. Like, for example, one of the things I'm always getting mentioned is I get black holes in my videos. Places in my videos where there's audio but no video. And I'm going to explain that right now. That's Fraps' fault. Fraps, like I said, likes to record and leave these massive raw AVI format files, and that's a lot. So I get paranoid with how much disk space I have left. I have a 500 gigabyte hard drive space, and hold on, this takes concentration. Doink, doink. There we go. Anyways, where was I? Black holes, AVI. Yeah, I get really large files. And what I have to do is I run out of disk space, so I can't record anymore. So the natural thing would be to use Sony Vegas to render down the videos and take these 20 to 36 gigabyte files and render them down into 1 gig. Now, here's one problem. I render in 60 frames a second because when I render out in 30 frames a second, Fraps, this game runs 60 frames a second. If I lock it down to 30, it becomes choppy and unplayable for me and my family and my friends. So I have to record to 60 frames a second. I render out in 30, so it will render faster, and the files aren't as big, and they take less time to upload to YouTube. Now, but the problem with that is that Fraps has a special codec they put to the AVI that dislikes being rendered out in... Fraps dislikes it when it renders out in any other frame rate. So the problem... So the problem becomes I get what's called an unrecognized frame format. Fraps will actually complain at me for rendering out in a different format. Now, the reason why I render out in 30 frames is that YouTube only recognizes 30 frames a second, so rendering out in 60 frames is useless. There's no quality difference. There we go. So when I get an unrecognized frame format, it will make the quality of the video turn to absolute crap. It makes it snowy, as if there's like an actual problem with your TV. And I'm sure you guys have seen that a few times. Now, the other thing is because I have multiple files, they're all 4 gigs long. Sometimes I have 4 to 5 of them for just a single video. When I render them out, when I try to render them out, and Vegas is ready to move on to the next files as it's rendering over, sometimes it will create a black hole, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about that. And that's because Vegas itself doesn't really like to render out in MP4 format files, which is the format I render in, because it's got good quality, and it's the PNG of the video formats for images. It's just good quality. There's no reason to not use MP4 in my opinion. So the file sizes are manageable. The video quality looks fantastic. It plays. It uploads quickly. It's great. But Vegas really doesn't like it. But that's hardly an issue. The biggest issue is sometimes it creates those black holes when it gets huge AVI files and tries to convert them to MP4. You'd think this would all be so easy. Just record and put the files in. Record and put the files in. But it really isn't. Now, what becomes an issue... Hello, Awkward Penguin, for appearing in my video. Forgot to go in offline mode. My videos take upwards of about... on average, it takes about 30 minutes to render one video. Sometimes more, sometimes less. And when you're rendering with Sony Vegas, you can't really do much on your computer, otherwise you might mess it up. Like, actually using too much processing power will make the video come out without audio instead. Well, the video will be fine, but there will be no audio. There won't even be black holes in the video. That's the fun part. So, here I am rendering my video out, and I may be checking out YouTube or any other type of blogs that I've got going on, where I'm just checking comments and responding and all this jazz. I've got a bunch of other things I do as well on my computer that are actually kind of important to me. And... oh, jerk. I sucked on that one. So, anyways... and then the video comes out without audio, and I've got to re-render it. That's 30 minutes right there. Now it's going to be an hour. Now, I re-render the video, and I'm a good boy. Instead, I whip out my 3DS, and I start playing video games, or I'm playing on my PlayStation 3, and I'm not touching my computer at all. The video comes out in about 30 minutes. Great. So I check it, and I click through the video to make sure there's no black spots. There's a black spot in my video. We now have this 1 minute long, no video, tons of audio. I have to re-render the video. Now it's going to take an hour and a half to render out one single episode. I'm still stuck not being able to use my computer. The black spots in my videos, there's nothing I can do about that. It literally is random whether or not it's going to come out. Not only that, when I go to check out see where the black spot in the video is on the raw file, the file has blacked out. So I actually have to re-put the... I have to delete Vegas... I have to delete the cookie Vegas saved for the video file and re-put the video file in, re-edit it, re-put all the little effects I wanted to put onto it. It's just a pain in the butt every single time. Oh, I got my butt handed to me there. I'm just not being careful enough. So it's a hassle. It's a massive hassle to put out one single video. And it's been a massive hassle to put out one single video for a while now. The Secret of Mana and Second Densetsu 3 videos were nice because, for whatever reason, Fraps was willing to record about 6 minutes before I decided to split the file. But then again, my videos were also about 40 minutes long. I wasn't really happy with that, but that's a story for another time. Anyways, so what I am using now is I'm using Bandicam instead of Fraps. So this is the first video I'm using Bandicam in. And as you can see, you probably saw from the beginning, I had a lot of lungs, or electoons, I had a lot of skull teeth. I'm way ahead. I'm actually, this would be episode 20. I'm actually recorded up to episode 26, and I just haven't been able to upload them because what happens is sometimes when I run out of my disk space, I need to start deleting videos, and sometimes I delete videos I'm not supposed to. This is one of those videos that was unfortunately caught in the storm of things that I had to delete to make sure my computer could still function. So here I am re-recording my little mistake. I feel really bad that I had to delete this. This was a pretty good episode with me and my family and my friends. But luckily they're pretty supportive, and I figured that I could use an episode to kind of explain what's going on and why it's taking me so long. So, and I'm also frustrated with Bandicam already now. I tried recording a video again, but you actually have to have certain settings to have it set to render out in Sony Vegas, which to me seems weird. You'd think it'd be a no-brainer that you just would want to record in Sony Vegas, or export it in Sony Vegas, and you wouldn't have to have all these special settings attached to it. But Bandicam is great. It records small file sizes. My previous video was about 8 minutes long, and Fraps was... For Fraps, that'd be about 30 gigs. Bandicam, about 1 gig. My life is so much better now. Anyways, I wanted to say something. I've got about, as of this video, 44 subscribers. And that's pretty amazing in my opinion. I would say, at least 40 people that take the time out of their day to sit down and watch me play video games. That's pretty astounding. And I really just want to thank every single one of you that takes the time to watch my videos. That's pretty cool. It means a lot to me. Hello, James Hetfield, playing Team Fortress 2. So, it's fantastic. It really is fantastic that I have 40 people. I can imagine, basically, in a room right now, 40 people behind me. Really creepy, by the way, if there was. 40 people in my room watching me play a video game and being generally entertained by it. That's so cool. So, I'm extending my special thanks to every single one of you who just watches my videos and points out anything I can do to make them better. I'm always trying to make my videos better. I've got a bunch of ideas in my head right now that I'm running through, and I'm not going to really tell you what they are, but they're ideas that I've wanted to put into my videos, that I wanted to expand my channel beyond just making video games. No, I don't want to do anything with film because I'd be terrible at that. But more along the lines of getting involved with everybody else and making this small community that I want to bring forth. So I will let you guys know in the future what it is. I'll just drop a hint. I want to do podcasting. Maybe you guys would like that. Anyways, I've been told that people love the melodious sound of my voice, so why not do podcasting instead? Anyways, so the next 6 videos after this are going to be with me, my friends, family, and Fraps. Unfortunately, hopefully those videos have nothing wrong with them. I have checked them. I can't remember if there's anything wrong with them, or I just said screw it, I'm tired of working with Fraps and its massive video file size. So next time on Rayman Origins with me, my friends, and my family, and Fraps, we're going to Bad Bubbles and beyond. So I sincerely can't wait to see you guys then. Have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.